Hello everybody, welcome back. We're currently at the Windy Ridge Bee Yard, and today is April 26th of 2023. It's right around noon o'clock, and temperature 48 degrees. 48 degrees. How about that for a beautiful day? Lots of sunshine. There's a few high wispy clouds, but mostly it's a very nice day out here. Well, today's task is I'm going to visit all 3 bee yards today. I'll start here at Windy Ridge, then most likely head down to the Holyoke Bee Yard next, then the last stop will be up at the Arrowhead Bee Yard. And today I'm just making sure we have lots of food for them, because we have a string of bad weather coming starting tonight. It's going to cloud over, it's going to start raining, and we're probably going to have rain off and on for the next 5 days or so. So maybe next Monday or Tuesday will be the next chance I can get into the hives again. So I'm going to make sure that they have enough food, both pollen patties and fondant. And also today, for the 5 packages I installed, it was just 2 days ago. That was a Monday, and so today is Wednesday. We're going to check in on them, make sure they have enough resources, and also release the queens today. So looking forward to that. Obviously we're not going to be checking for eggs because the queens have been in their cages, but we'll probably check for eggs next Monday or Tuesday, next good day of weather. So with that, let's take you on a little trip along the front of the hives here. The girls are very active right now with this nice warm weather. And all that snow is gone. No, I shouldn't say all of it. You can still see some patches out here in the woods, but it's only because there's being shaded by some of the conifers. But let's take a look down here. There's some of the carniolas, the new package. There's another new package of carniolas. Here's one of the survivors through the winter. Looks like they're out and about enjoying the weather. And a new package installed on Monday of Italians. We get 3 Italians if you recall. There's 1. There's 2. And here's 3. You can see them pulling out some of the wood chips that fell in. And then finally, here's the other hive that not much activity right now. Oh, there goes somebody. But it's probably because I still have the insulation on and they're not quite ready for the warmth yet in here. Alright, so like I said, today I left out some pollen patties here on top, and the syrup cans that came with the packages, just so they have something to go out for. But they are definitely out and flying around today. Orientation flights. I do see a few heading off into the woods searching for the latest pollen. Don't know, but I'm guessing that the alder pollen is probably just about done. Maybe the pussy willows will finally come in, and they're out searching. But mostly just orientation flights here today. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get going with the checks in the hives here. Crazy right here by the queen. Actually remembered to bring my hive tool this time. Let's see if we can slowly break in. They're very calm. And there she is in there. Can't see her for the bees, but let's see if we can. Oh, can't scare them off. They're very intent on take care of their queens. So, all right. Oh, by golly, looks like they've been chewing away at the cork here too, because that used to be round. Now it's about half gone. And well, I'm going to set them down here while I run up to the truck and get a tool. I thought I'd be able to just grab the end of the cork, pull it out, but I have to get a needle nose. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back with... Decided not to use a needle nose, instead got the hemostats, which is probably a little better. Okay, we're going to go in the end here, grab that cork, pull it out, and wait for that lady to come flying out of there. Excuse me, girls. Well, she's still in there. Well, they are really intent on protecting their queen. Well, it's filled up with workers now. Let's see if we can... Well, I think she's gone. Now it's nothing but workers in there now, so she is officially down in the hive. Took temperature readings yesterday. You could see they were quite active. Took temperature readings just now. I'll take a look at those later on, but one of these episodes will show you what I'm seeing when it comes to the broodminder stuff. Alright, there's our lady in there. You just maybe barely see her. And yeah, a little bit of cork's been chewed away here too, so I'll use the hemostats. Pull that out. And there she goes. She just came out. And she is down. Yep, there she is right there. Just went down. Alright. Goodness gracious. That was quick. She was not messing around. And hopefully she'll get right to work. They've had a couple days to get some cells prepared for her and polished and ready to go. Well, still one worker in here. Come on, out, 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 the other way. The other out. Why don't they understand me? They like to crawl up, so we'll see if that works for her. Yeah, nope, the other up. This up here. Yes, yes, I know, she's gone, isn't she? You'll get over it once you find her down here. There we go. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome back. Now we're out at Holyoke. It's buzzing out here. Bees are all out flying around, orientation flights. About halfway across the field, you see behind me here, I got greeted by a girl. I'm not sure if she was actually looking for me, but it was fun to see one come and land on my pullover here and watch her rest for a few seconds, and then she took off. But let's give you a little view of what's going on here. Today's task out here, of course, is to check in on them and make sure that they have enough pollen patty, and also there's enough fondant for them. And after that's done, I'm going to do some fence repairs. If you recall last time, I had some of the standoffs on the fence here that were broken off, and I'm going to do that repair today to allow some extra standoffs, insulator standoffs. So let's show you what the girls are up to here. Now you may be wondering, why on earth haven't you taken off the insulation yet? Unwrapped them. Well, that's because I noticed the first two hives, hives 1 and 2 here, have no activity on them, which is expected since they were dead outs. But anyway, back to why I haven't taken insulation off. I'm waiting really for temperatures, the low temperatures for each day to be mostly above freezing. And once that happens, I will start taking off the insulation here. Last week we still had some temperatures. They're down in the low 20s, almost to the teens, low 20s. Just with them in there, I had one just go in my mouth, but thankfully it didn't sting me. Anyway, hopefully the queens are in there laying up lots, and of course the insulation helps not necessarily eliminate the cold, but temper the cold so that the swings between highs and lows are less felt way inside the hives. Of course, they're up there making heat themselves, keeping the brood up there 96, 97 degrees, and I want to make sure that they have a good start before I start pulling the insulation off. And you probably hear that one investigating me here. So, okay, so let's get started. Well, a bit of a mess here. When I first came up, it looked like this, and of course it was on the ground down there, and you could hear this loud snap, snap, snap as it was arcing to the ground. So disconnected the battery, of course, and then just finished up the feeding the bees here, and now we're gonna try and fix up this fence. I'm not sure why these all broke off. These shorter insulators all seem to be just fine, but these longer ones, which I will come around and give you a look at here, they're what, 2-inch, I believe. Yeah, 2-inch extenders. Even though this one's still here, you can see cracks developing on it, so it's not long for life either, so I'll be replacing that also. But these extenders, this part will wrap around the T-post over here, extends out, and that's where I'll put my wire. This time I'll also be maybe putting in some zip ties too to help keep things where I want them. So let's get going. Here's the fix. See, I use some tie wraps in there to keep everything where they should be. If I didn't use standoffs here, if I was just using those short insulators, this vertical section of poly tape would arc. In fact, it has. That's why I switched over to the 2-inch. Learned by the mistakes, but yeah, it would arc over. That thing draws probably a good 3/8 to 1/2 inch arc when that thing goes off. So it's a really good charger for out here. And again, yes, someday, now that things are getting dried up a little bit here, I'll be doing another video on the fence charger and at all my locations. So there, that's the fix. Everything looks nice and neat. And of course this black wire here, special wire. Oops, I see I forgot to encase it in here. I'll fix that next. But this black wire, of course, goes back to the charger. And of course there's a ground rod into the ground over by the charger, and that's, you touch this, you complete the circuit to ground, and that's how you get your shock. So things look pretty good here. Everything's nice and tight. Got some work to do over on, this is B yard 1. I got some work to do over in B yard 2. There's got to fix these. And I also, there's a lot of slack over there, so I'm going to take up that slack. And hello once again. Here we are up at Arrowhead B yard. And it has cooled off quite a bit. Down at Holyoke. I'd say we were probably at 58 at one point. Then it started clouding over, and by the time I left, Holyoke was 55. And now up here at the Arrowhead Bee Yard, which is much closer to Lake Superior, we're at 43 degrees, so quite the temperature differential between here at Arrowhead Yard and down at Holyoke. Well, going to be doing pretty much the same things here, checking pollen patties and for the fondant. And I just checked the fence over here. That all looks good. And looks like nothing's breaking, so I don't know what the difference was here, other than maybe I wasn't climbing on the fences with my snowshoes or something. But anyway, this is just me. I will, of course, unplug the charger, and then we'll take the fence poly tape off here, and that gives me access in. Once in a while, yeah, I do trip on the poly tape once in a while, but for the most part, I've learned to pick up my feet. So nobody, I almost said nobody in their right mind, but maybe that's true. No bees in their right mind. They're out flying today with this 43-degree weather. I did see one in here. She's just sitting at the gate there, guarding things. So let's get in and take a look. All right, well, that's it for today's adventures. First at Windy Ridge, down at Holyoke, and now here at the Arrowhead Yard. Yeah, not only did it cloud up, I looked at the radar, well, just before I hopped out and came in here, and I could see a couple bands of rain coming at us from due west. They're probably about another hour out or so. So time to head home. I've got something to do at 7 o'clock, and it is, well, my watch won't tell me because it says congratulations, I did something. Oh, it's 20 after 6 in the evening, so better get going. And I'm going to turn on the heat in the truck. It's cold out here. That wind coming in feels like from the northeast again, right off of Lake Superior. Thank you for watching this episode from Windy Ridge Apiaries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on any newly posted videos. And at your discretion, please leave a comment below. And until next time, do a good day.